Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of our property analysis. So what projects are we going to share about today?
Finally, I think it's like the last private launch of 2025.
The best is at the last, right?
For sure, yes.
Okay, so what is it?
The sand.
The sand! Okay,
Yay.
so today we're going to run through the sand. Okay, so same thing, there's actually a table of content that we actually have. Okay, so first thing of all, please.
You know what to do.
You know what to do, So please like, share, subscribe to our channel. If there's any questions that you might have, or you want to book a SHOWFLAT appointment with us, or just general any questions or comments that you have of us, please feel free to reach out to us and just be free to just talk to us.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on. So today we're going to talk about the sand.
This is the location map. So I feel like the past few launches, we've always been talking about central properties, all those like Zion, Penrith. So now we actually have something that's a little bit closer to Bukit Timah planning area, which is actually in District 21 at Upper Bukit Timah. So you can see this is actually where the sand is located at. Look at our location, right? Actually, we are situated between two MRT stations. We have Hume MRT as well as Beauty World MRT. So the good thing about this is that Beauty World, I think like recently there's been a lot of transformation happening in that area.
Yes.
We have the whole entire Beauty World integrated transport hub. The market is undergoing renovations. It's going to come back in here bigger, better as well. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of exciting things happening in Beauty World area, and the sand is definitely a development that will stand to benefit from it also.
Okay, and also taking a break from having all the city light, you realize actually the sand, right, will actually be very, very close to a lot of greeneries. A lot of greeneries that we will see. So that also, if you are a natural lover, if you like to go hiking, or you prefer to see greens when you are at home, this is definitely a project you cannot miss.
Yes, it's really just a short stroll away.
Yes.
Stone throw, you already reach Bukit Timah, Bukit Batok.
So this is actually the perspective that we actually have. You can see, actually it's a very, very beautiful project that we have. In fact, you see this whole part of things are all greeneries.
Panoramic.
So a lot of greeneries that we have, and that also will mean that this development will relatively be more quiet also. I think this is also important, especially core central region projects. You want it to be totally quiet, can be a little bit challenging. But if you are talking about having somewhere to be next to the greens, this is definitely something that you can definitely call home. And also the layouts are quite super.
Yes.
Later we'll run through.
So at least you get away from all the concrete jungle, everything over here.
Correct.
Yeah. And I think the good thing about the sand is that actually our plot ratio is at 1.6.
Okay. So what does that mean?
We're actually higher than I would say our surrounding developments.
Oh, okay.
For example, Verdale next to us is only at 1.4. So they can go up to level 5.
Okay.
But if you look at our perspective over here, we can actually go all the way up to level 10.
Oh, okay.
So we have a bit of a competitive edge over here also.
So also you get a more panoramic view from your house, at least when you see the greens and etc. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, moving on. So this is the site map that you have. What you'll see actually total is 5 blocks. How many units do we have?
347.
347 units.
We also have a childcare center.
Oh yeah, okay. So also important also we got childcare center, okay. Importantly, this is full facilities condo. That means to say it's inclusive of a tennis court as well. So the block 222, 224 and 226, this site is actually facing towards the greenery, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So if you're looking at a greenery kind of a setting, right, these are the 3 blocks that you're going to be looking out for. Okay? Okay, moving on. So this is the elevation chart that we have. So you can see that actually every floor is from level 1 all the way to level 10 that we have here. So what's interesting here, you realize that the ground floor units and the top floor units actually are high ceiling at 3.9 meters.
Correct.
So that actually gives you a lot more depth in terms of people who enjoy having this kind of high ceiling, because after post-harmonization, you realize that developers stop doing high ceiling units, because in the sense they cannot charge you for the airspace.
Yes.
Right. So this is one of the very rare projects. If you want to have a high ceiling, it's something you definitely cannot miss.
Yeah, can buy either level 1 or level 10. Then 2 to 9 will be the regular 2.85 ceiling height.
2.85. Actually 2.85 is very high.
It's quite generous also.
Quite generous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then of course now we come to the floor plans. Okay, in terms of the floor plans, you want to run through with us?
Can.
Come.
Okay, so I feel right, the developers at the Sand, which are Sustain Land, they did a fantastic job with the floor plans. Because I feel, after all, given the location that we are at, it's really meant to be a lot for own stay as well.
Yes.
So there should be a very high own stay demand over there.
Correct.
Which can also translate to good investor strength for those investors out there as well. So that's why if you look at the floor plan here, I would say 1 bedroom, we only have
One stack.
Yes, 10 units. But how rare is it that you actually get a window in your kitchen and also your toilet?
For one bedroom is almost unheard of.
Yeah, correct. I would think it's like really almost impossible because it's always stuck in the middle, sandwiched between two other stacks. So definitely, if you look at this 452 unit, very, very livable, good living dining size. 2.8 meters is quite generous also for the wall-to-wall.
Oh, 2.8 meters for one bedroom actually quite rare also.
Usually always 2.6, 2.7.
Yes. Some even don't even have a balcony.
Yes, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So some estates still give you a proper living space.
Yes, so good enough master bedroom. If you notice the wall, because we are going by advanced precast system, so it can be hacked as well if you want it to be.
Okay.
For those bachelorette, I can hack the whole place.
You want to have the see-through, see-all kind of concept. That's where you want to be.
Yes.
Okay, maybe explain a bit why some units can have windows, some units don't have windows. So if we look at, for example, this stack, okay, why I do this because this is being circled out. So you see all the corner units, right, will be able to have a window. Why? Because if the middle, if you can see here, right, this is actually the toilet. Okay, can see? So, okay, sorry, this is actually this is the toilet basically. So if I have a toilet here, right, if I have a toilet here, then I have a window over here, I'll be looking what? Into my neighbor's house. So that's why you see if the unit that you see in the side map, right, is tucked in between two other units, that's where you know that that place won't have a window. So definitely even for the sand, some of the smaller bedroom types, right, won't have a window in their kitchen and their toilet because they're tucked in the middle, especially the dumbbell layout. So this is something, at least we learn something, yeah? So next, come, ma'am, please carry on.
6, 7, 8. So this is, I think, a crowd favorite.
Wow, this one great. I saw this.
SHOWFLAT unit type.
This is wow. I loved it.
Everybody's reaction also the
Yes.
same. Yeah. Why? I think also like what Jinping mentioned, because we are at the corner of the layout.
block, yes.
So you can see we actually have windows here, 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 and even an extra one in the master bedroom.
Wow, this one will actually bring a lot more sunlight and ventilation, right?
And if you notice, instead of the usually 2 bedrooms because they're always in the middle, so the second bedroom is always a 3/4 window.
Yes.
Or a half window.
Yes.
But this one,
Full height.
confirm is full height.
Wow.
Yes. And then also 3 meters.
Wow.
Even more generous, I would say. And then so because we have all these provisions, right, you actually do have a door over here.
Oh, they actually have a door. Wow.
That is already provided for by the developers.
But this is still also using the induction cooker, right?
Yes, still induction.
Okay. Actually, you realize that this kitchen that you see here, right, actually looks a lot like a 3-bedroom compact kind of a kitchen,
Yes.
which actually is very generous for a 2-bedroom. So you realize what the developer is trying to do is to make sure that this is a very livable project for own stay. I think it's very obvious that they're targeting a lot at own stay buyers.
Correct.
And I think these are definitely attributes that we definitely don't want to miss. Because if you know that if you're going to stay here in 4 years' time, next time when you exit, your next buyer more than likely, because of these attributes, they will also like your unit as well.
Yeah.
I think this is very important.
Correct.
So now let's go up to the next unit type,
Okay.
the B2 layout.
So this is also 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
But because of where we are situated in the development, this one, unfortunately, you will not get windows. So there's no window here, no window here. Kitchen, a little bit different. This kitchen is actually more of an L-shape. Some people will actually still prefer this layout.
Actually, it's very welcoming because at the end of the day, L-shaped kitchen, you realize it will give me more space for dining. So in the aspect of things, actually some people prefer the open dining kind of something is good.
Yes.
And it saves more space compared to the long kind of long kitchenette.
Yeah, and then this one, once you open the door, right, there's a bit of privacy here also, which some people will appreciate.
Yes,
yeah.
it's
So
true.
if you don't cook often, you just want to really like be here, quiet, surrounded by nature, tranquil, calm. This is a layout that might suit you as well.
Okay.
So next we have B3. This is our 732. Correct. So this one actually is quite, I would say, not say quite similar, but the difference is that there's actually a foyer area over here. And then of course the kitchen is a little bit tucked away as well, by giving you still a good living and dining space over here, good wall-to-wall distance. So this one we also have windows in the kitchen, toilet, and in the master bath.
And notice the developers try to design the 2 bedrooms like the 3 bedrooms.
Yes, like a 3-bedroom compact.
Frankly speaking, if from one glance of the floor plan, you won't notice that it's actually a 2-bedroom. Because it's like, actually the whole feel, the whole shape is very 3-bedroom-ish, which I think they have done very well in terms of the layouts like this also.
Correct. I feel it's very rare because tucked away
Very
kitchen
rare,
in
yes.
2 bedrooms generally of a good size I would
Yes.
say. Hard to come by. Especially if you have a private foyer area over here, even more rare also.
Actually, if I mean, if I may, 732 square feet harmonized, if I can squeeze in a study somewhere, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
But I think that will compromise kitchen. So I think it's also, you cannot have the cake and eat it. For that kind of size, it's either you have a very nice kitchen or the study area. But then again, we are in a new condo facilities with so much space to be co-working, or even the public in the facilities area. I think that is easily solved.
Correct.
Okay, moving on.
Next, B4, which is our 2+ study.
Oh, yay.
Yes, so this is the dumbbell layout that Jinping was talking about earlier, which is why this one you do not have the windows in your toilets or your master bath.
Okay.
But this one, I feel if you look at the study size on its own, actually it's a very, very good size also.
Yes.
It can almost be like a compact, another bedroom.
Can, because you see it's 2.5 by 2.2, which is very generous. Because usually this part here will only give you about 1.8 to maybe 1.9. So the width wise maybe a little bit shorter. So here we have a 2.5. You realize a single bed plus maybe a small wardrobe should be also quite doable.
Correct. Yes, so they can actually make this into a small compact 3-bedroom if you want it to be.
Correct.
If you still want to kind of enclose the kitchen, maybe you can also kind of do it this way. Then you can also keep it enclosed as well. Yeah, so very, very good 2+ study layout, I would say. Someone who needs an extra storeroom, guest bedroom, you can actually really consider this layout also.
Definitely. Okay, but if you ask me to choose between the 4 of the 2-bedroom, right, I will prioritize the B1 layout.
Yes.
But that one only one stack, so must be fast.
6, 7, 8, yes.
Okay.
Very, very
Then we go. Oh, then we have one more, which is also the B4A layout, which
Very
is actually
similar.
pretty similar, just that it's a flip side, right?
Correct.
Okay, then we will move on too much into it.
Correct.
Then of course this is the 3-bedroom compact that we have here. So what you will see here is something interesting, because this is where the entrance is. Then of course you will see the kitchen. Okay, so usually in terms of dumbbell layout, we will see maybe 2 bedrooms on one side like this. Then we have one more bedroom here, right? But here what the developer has done is actually like this, which actually makes it a little bit more squarish. And at the same time, because of this, you can even squeeze in a home shelter, which I think is also nice, because 3-bedroom, if you're buying for own stay, definitely the home shelter here can either be like a helper's room, can be a storage as well, you know. So that gives you a lot more flexibility in how you use the space. Okay, and of course the kitchen wise, I mean, it's quite saving space lah. And the dining, is it me or is it like it's very generous?
See, we are actually at 3.2 meters wall to wall, which is also very rare for a 3-bedroom compact. Usually 3-bedroom compact max you see is about 3 meters in today's market.
Yeah.
So getting that extra 0.2 is really quite a good distance.
And the thing is that you realize from door all the way to the balcony door, here is actually 9.5 meters. Actually, usually in the 3-bedroom compact setting, you don't see this kind of depth, which we know that usually it will probably be about 8-ish. So the extra 1 meter will give you a lot more perspective in a room, and also churns out with space. And I think the key difference, right, is because they actually don't put the room here, they actually tuck the room here in this manner. So I think the design is actually quite well thought out also.
Yeah, everything that a HDB upgrader will need. I have 3 proper bedrooms. I have a home shelter.
Correct.
I have a kitchen that can be enclosed if I want it to be.
Correct.
Very generous living dining space.
Very.
In fact, bigger than my HDB wall to wall. HDB wall to wall, 3 meters only.
You want to buy now?
Consider.
4 years later you buy something, okay? Okay, so now go to C2 layout. So C2 layout, you can actually see here definitely is more proper in terms of the normal bedrooms. So you have 3 proper bedrooms over here. Then of course the 2 toilets. Now of course all the windows will all be in already. Okay, yeah. So also you realize the aircon latch, because the aircon latch is tucked over here. These are all full height windows. Wall to wall is also about 3.2 meters. So you'll feel a natural lighting also. So you realize some developers will actually have a little foyer over here. What's your take on it?
I feel not too bad, because I feel sometimes people always have the problem of like they don't know where to put their shoe cabinets or that. So if the foyer is at least wide enough, at least I still have a bit of space to do a cabinet or cabinetry.
I think in my opinion, a lot of people will feel that this space over here is like wasted space. I agree, and I also don't agree. Why? Of course you can see it's wasted space lah, but why I don't agree, you realize sometimes some people prefer privacy. If I come in here immediately, I get to see the entire house, right? It may feel very naked to a lot of people. Especially sometimes it's your guests that come in. You might just want to be like, like a slow burn, like slow like that, right? Then without that one, you just like, wow, show hand. So here gives you a little bit of privacy. Second thing, some people believe in feng shui.
Correct.
So they don't want the house to see through in that manner of things. So sometimes developers do cater to such layouts in order to also cater to different type of buyers as well. I think that is something that you want to consider lah. Okay. Third one is of course the C3 layout.
Wow, this one is our SHOWFLAT layout also.
Yes, the biggest selling point of this, right? Actually, I don't see a 3-bedroom or got 5-meter frontage one. Well, this 5 meters quite generous.
Very generous.
Very generous.
Still got a dry kitchen provision for you.
Yeah,
so
over here.
So got a small little island top, got cabinetries behind.
Yeah. Also, we even have got island top, got the carpentry, right?
Yes, got a carpentry there. Yeah, so there can be a breakfast counter or that over there as well.
Okay.
So wet kitchen, WC.
Can. The only thing, frankly, you all can also notice is this part lah.
Yeah,
it's something that you need to manage. But you realize actually in this method of fact, right, here I can still do a little bit of carpentry because my door opens this way, so it doesn't block my walkway at all, and it also doesn't block this part. So sometimes people say that this part over here is it a little bit of a wasted space. Again, like I said, it depends on how you want to have privacy, because I've seen people who here they will hang like maybe their drawings, their paintings, etc. You know, it's like a walk-in gallery kind of a concept. So end of the day, I will feel that it's still very nice. It's just whether we be able to use it to what we like or how to use it to our advantage as well. Okay?
Yes.
So
how
next,
you like this. Okay.
C4 layout.
Well, so this C4 layout is a little bit different because if you notice the blocks here for 224 and 226, right, we actually call these the prestige blocks. These are actually all point blocks, so there's only 4 units per floor. And the materials and finishings that we give here are a little bit different as well. So we only have the big bedroom types there. The 3 plus study and the 4 plus study, which is this one here that you're looking at, 1259. This is our 3 bedroom plus study.
So correct me if I'm wrong, this unit type we have 2 different views, right? One is facing the green, one is facing the pool, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So a lot of people also actually quite impressed by this layout because this one, remember that you always share with me, you say you got a seller come and ask you if they got 3 children, 2 children, then they want to each have their own toilet.
Yeah.
This 3 plus study, we actually give you a powder room, and more importantly, our
ladies and gentlemen, they finally hear a request. 不是 4 bedroom only need, 3 bedroom also need also. They also do for you.
Yes. And then you can see, so it is ensuite to both bedrooms. And we have this study here, which I think can also fit another single bed if you ever need it to.
2.4, 1.9 can eh?
Can, this way.
Is this a window also?
Yes, and this is
Oh
also
my goodness, guys. This
window.
is like 3 plus 1 or 3 plus helper room eh?
Yes,
Oh, this
correct.
is not bad. And
really
I still got the home shelter eh?
Correct, and then also
Wow.
WC. This one really solves a lot of like family problems, I would say. So long-term living, I feel a lot of people can really foresee themselves being very comfortable in this area here. 5 meter wall-to-wall distance for a 3 bedroom is really hard to come by.
Yes.
Yeah, and then of course you still get your walk-in wardrobe, so everyone will always be, the girl, the missus will be happy.
Wow.
Yes,
Most
still got a lot of
important,
space.
happy wife, happy life.
Correct. So really, we only have 40 units of this layout.
40 units only.
So not many also, to be honest.
1259 3 bedroom is very, very generous. This is already usually the
It's about
4, almost a 3 plus study, 4
Correct.
so almost a small 4 lah.
yes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Not
Correct.
bad. Impressive.
Yeah, so very, very popular also, I think.
Okay. So
Same.
next one, D1.
So this is so for the 4 plus study, both of them is actually at 1453 square feet. It's either you're also facing the landed, the greenery,
The greenery
or
or the
looking to the pool. Correct. So this is also our SHOWFLAT layout.
Wow, I saw this. Very good.
So similarly, I think this one of the key selling points is definitely a 5.8 meters wall-to-wall distance. Of course, you have the dry kitchen, wet kitchen, home to utility, everything in there as well. You have a powder room, ensuite toilet, and then even the junior master is over here.
So all the bedrooms basically are ensuite.
Correct.
Wow, perfect.
All the bedrooms.
Perfect.
Master, junior master, both common bedroom. And yet you
perfect.
still have a study. They can also fit a bed if you need. And then we also have a powder room. Yes, correct. Yes, so everything is in there. So
Solid, man.
for big families, or I feel for a lot of the landed right sizes, along you know at the Upper Bukit Timah area, the Chun Ting side, maybe they just want to have a bit of like a single plate kind of layout.
Yeah, I have a client who was like that. So he used to stay in Serangoon Gardens area. So I met him when he was 70 years old.
Oh, they don't want to come.
Then no, I met at 70 years old. So I was asking him, like, are you looking to be downgrading? Because it's 3.5 stories for a 70-year-old, in my opinion, should be quite tedious lah. 2 or 3 years later, he called me because when I asked him to like talk about selling, he's not very open because he felt like, you know, it's his pride and joy ma. 2, 3 years later, he called me and said, hey, I can't do this anymore. In the morning, he wakes up and stays on level 3. So he goes down to level 1 for breakfast. Then he realized my phone upstairs. So I climb out, take the phone. Then after I climb out already, right, then I want to go down and do my work, do my things, right, climb down again. After that, then don't know why you need to go up, then don't leave the phone somewhere again. So it becomes like up and down, up and down. He felt a little bit like too tedious. So he decided to sell it off and to get something similar, like but it's on the bigger floor plate. So that at least his floor size is not being compromised. But at the same time, I don't have to climb stairs.
Correct.
And somehow so already, I think quite dangerous also.
Yes.
Because his house didn't have a lift.
Yes, correct. So for
This
those
is the
landed,
part quite dangerous.
yeah, without the lift, that's the problem.
Also, this is definitely something that if a lender downgrader, I think it's something that they definitely will be very enticed towards. And the space-wise, I mean, confirm can stay for very long.
Correct. Because for landed, you ask them to go to a 2-bedroom, maybe a bit much for them. Like, say, not used to it being so small, so little rooms.
Yeah.
But with this kind of floor plate, sometimes if their children maybe want to come back home, they still have this kind of spare room for them also.
Yep, correct. Then of course the D1A that we actually have is of course similar floor plan, right? Just as on the other side that sees the Bukit Batok Natural Reserve.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. So it's to the analysis. You all ready?
Yes.
Ready? Ta-da!
Commercial break.
Commercial break,
You know what to do.
You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe to our channels,
follow.
please. Thank you.
Give us a comment, give us a thumbs up.
Please.
Can just like our video as well.
Yeah, just thumbs up. Let me know that actually y'all watch somewhere lah. Then at least we know lah. Oh, thank you so much.
Correct.
I don't want to harp too much on it because they say I very loso. Okay.
So now let's go into analyzing whether the sand makes sense, especially in terms of price point, and whether you're buying into something that's really well protected, especially in this area.
Okay, so today before we actually look into a project, we also want to understand in terms of the price point. So Singapore, as you can see, is actually segmented out into 3 regions. So the outside central region, the rest of central region, and core central region. Obviously, core central region is like the city area, which is usually the most expensive. OCR, which is outside central region, which is usually where the heartlands are. Okay, so now we see in terms of the price point, OCR is on average is actually doing about 2135 BSF today. RCR is about $2,729. CCR is about 2,958. So definitely, if I want to buy a property today, right, is it safer if I buy above the average or lower than the average?
Definitely have to be below the average.
Hopefully, it's as low as possible, right? Right. So then we see in OCR area, prices accepted in Elta, Sora, and Lake Gardens, right, has already been as high as 2008, 2005, 2005. So the data is more or less there. Then we also realize Sora and Lake Gardens, in fact, is non-harmonized. So by right, non-harmonized, the PSF is lower. The harmonized is higher because of the space. But we can see in the aspect of things, right? Okay, later we show you, actually you see the sand, the starting price is actually quite palatable.
Correct.
So of course, we want to see in District 21 where actually sand is, these are actually the new launches.
And what has been transacted by them.
So Nava Grove, Pine Tree, ABT, and of course Reserve Residence. They are already ranging between about 2,300 plus to about almost 2,008 already. Okay, so then we realize actually if I want to buy District 21 new launch, right, should I buy higher than this price, lower than this price?
Definitely lower.
If there's an opportunity to buy lower, will it be safe for us? That is something that we also want to achieve.
Correct.
Second thing that you also realize, right, these 4 projects are going to TOP when? 2027, 2028, which is maybe 2 or 3 years from now. The sand is TOPing how?
Like me, I think 2029 and early 2030.
Oh, that's very good. You know why I say very good? Because when these people who TOP at 2028, for example, I say Reserve Residence, right, by 2003 PSF, how much do you think they will sell in 2028?
At least 2627?
2627. Okay, I think you're quite conservative. Some people, in fact, can I say, I want to sell even like 28. Because I know that ABT also do 28 already. Right? So it is common. So eventually, if let's say, I show you, I think I want to show you the sand. The price. So you look at the sand. We are starting as low as 2199. Okay, let's be very real. Let's say we talk about In fact, if I am correct me if I'm wrong, the average PSF for the sand will come up to maybe about 23 to 24 PSF.
Correct.
So
yes,
I say 2350 lah, safe.
Yes,
So yeah, we say 2350 So I'm actually buying here 2350 ma. So these people will sell 28 in year 2028. When the sand come out again in 2029, right? I sell 2008. Actually, it's 2028 pricing. You're buying discounted 1 year ago pricing. Actually, would that also give us a good price cushion? Because our surrounding neighbors are already going to give us a very good price gap because of the starting prices that we have. So actually, I think in sense, if you can buy about 2350, I will feel that will actually still be pretty safe, given that how District 21 has already accepted even up to almost $2,800.
Correct. Yes, I feel like really our starting from prices is very similar to like OCR prices already, like what we showed you guys earlier as well. So you're really buying into an RCR district but at an OCR price tag.
Yeah, this is almost an RCR average price already. So this is something I think is very interesting. Second thing, now we have talked about new versus new. The next thing you also want to know, right? How are the resale doing in District 21? So we also shortlisted some of these resale that we actually have, and you can see the average PSA is about 2,000 to about 2,002, which you realize right now, right, the sand is also about the same.
And those are also all pre-harmonized.
These are all pre-harmonized. So if later I'll show you based on pre-harmonized how it look like. Okay. So Mayfair Garden, Mayfair Modern, we just take one example. So you can see right on average it's about 2184 PSF. So if I times 7% harmonized, right, average is how much? 23. So actually the sand we are cheaper than resale right now. So the highest transacted price 1 bedroom there is about 1.258 million. Ours 4 bedroom based on I take 2003 PSF is 1.03 million. Okay.
Good buffer.
So 2 bed 2 bath 1.639. This is 1.55.
And you get windows in your kitchen and
yes. 4 bedroom 3 bedroom compared 2.28 versus our 2 million plus. So you realize that even looking at our neighbor, right? In fact, our savings can actually go up to almost about $300,000 savings. Why is this important that we have? Because end of the day, I know that I sell 300k cheaper than my neighbor, I'll still be able to exit and make the same profit.
Yes, right.
That is something that's important.
It's all down to entry price at the end of the day, to make sure you can exit well.
Okay, next thing. These are of course the surrounding supported prices that we have. On average, the PSF is about 2,100 to 2,003. After harmonized, it's almost as high as $2,600. So that's why I say if you can buy 2,003 or 2,350 per se for the sand, right? Actually your cushion is about $300. Based on like conservative tell me about 300. This is what you will see.
Correct. Yes. So there's a bit of a price gap here because of all the high transacted prices that have already been done in District 21. So that's why it puts sense at a very safe net in that sense.
But of course, this kind of price gap that we see, right, is also differ from district to district. Not all the district behave the same way. So if you want to, for example, explore any other districts that maybe not in District 21, do let us know. We definitely can reach out to you and to give you a deeper analysis for the specific district. Okay? Let's move on.
So next, so Jinping, a lot of people also always say the sand not near MRT.
It is not.
Yes,
not
it's
very
not.
Not very lah.
But of course, at the end of the day, when we look at some data of what we call as the MRT effect, so we have not near MRT developments. Over here, we have Normanton Park, Whistler Grand, Key Residence, and also Florence Residence. So here on the chart, right, it's actually the profitability that they made as well.
The profits that they make.
Correct.
Okay.
As compared to developments that are nearer to the MRT, where we have 4th Avenue, Royal Green, Mayfair Gardens, and Mayfair Modern.
You mean near MRT make lesser the money, make less profit compared to those that are not near MRT?
Because at the end of the day, if I'm selling you a development that is near an MRT, do you think that developer also know that they are more convenient?
Yes.
Then naturally, would they want to put a bit of a price premium on convenience?
So you're saying we are paying more for convenience lah?
In a sense, yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's why when we look at how profitability can do, it's also down to how much they enter into.
Yes.
So naturally, some developments that are not as near the MRT, their entry price usually is a little bit lower, which is why you notice they tend to be able to make a bit more as well.
Actually, right now in today's market, we also see this trend. This is a very good point because this is something I've been pitching to my clients also. So we see the near MRT projects, so like Penrith, you see Sky, Zion, all these are what? Near MRT one, don't need to say.
Correct.
The not near MRT one, Faber Residence, Sand. Even Canberra Crescent,
Oh, correct.
Canberra.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see all these that are not near MRT. Those that are near MRT, you can see on average they are starting is about what? 2.6?
2.6.
About 2.6 PSF plus minus
Average already.
plus minus
lah.
But we see about Faber start as low as 1995
Canberra also.
Canberra also
Yeah.
The Sand, okay, a little bit higher because it's RCR, about 2002 So you can see, right, actually if I buy near MRT, then I pay 2006 PSF so it's convenient. Okay, very good. Then I just take MRT, I don't drive So these people who buy 1995 PSF, then they save about 600 PSF So based on 1,000 square feet is 600,000. Correct? So then is the place convenient or not?
Not convenient.
Not convenient.
On the MRT.
So I take this money, I can buy a car. Actually, is it boils down to almost the same?
Still got change.
Yeah, precisely. So the thing here is that you want to be not near, when you're not near the MRT, if you have to drive, then definitely you have a choice to be doing this. But if you're near the MRT, I tell you, these people eventually also say, I need to buy a car. So it boils down to the same from what I see. But in terms of the profitability, you realize because we started at a lower price, right? And a lot of these people eventually will benchmark the near MRT old prices.
Correct.
And that is where you realize the near MRT's advantage can be a little bit lower.
Correct. Yes.
But of course, I think convenience definitely is key. It's just that your own personal take. Okay?
Right.
Then moving on.
So this is an example also. You can see Minton over here, not near the MRT station, a little bit further, as compared to Bartley Residences, where it's also, I would say, right next to the MRT. You notice, you see, this part here is actually the determining factor to how much they make also. You can see that for sure, convenience lands you at a higher PSF starting from. Whereas for Minton, of course, you start a little bit lower because you're not near the MRT station.
300 PSF lower.
So similarly, I feel it's going to be the same thing as what you're looking at. Maybe the Sand is here, whereas 8 at BT or Reserve Residences is somewhere around here. Right. So at the end of the day, both developments will also grow in tandem. But how much they grow and how much you make is then also boils down to the starting point over here that you enter into.
Interesting.
Correct. So that's why at the end of the day, as long as the development that you're buying into, you do foresee it as like very own stay vibes, you can stay for long. Definitely in the longer run, I do think that you might see higher profitability as well.
I think that's the thing, you see. Some projects are actually very near MRT, but because of maybe the unit mix or the unit types, it becomes like not a showy method. Because a lot of people will feel that being near MRT is showy.
Correct.
I mean, this is very logical, but we actually have gathered some data where we realize actually sometimes location versus unit type, right? I think we must have a balance lah. So this example that we're actually going to see is this. Okay, it's KAP Residence versus Garden Vista. So one thing you realize in terms of the map, okay, so of course KAP is nearer towards the MRT as well. Okay, Garden Vista is slightly a little bit further. Okay, but you see the different mix of the unit type is very different. For KAP that you see here, almost 77% are actually the small bedroom types. Whereas Garden Vista only 28%. So you realize how will this actually affect us? This is the profitability. You can see, yes, both of them make money, definitely, but look at the difference in the ROI. So if I ask you if you know that Garden Vista and KAP are like that, right? And you know that this is the profit gap that we make, which one will you have went for?
I will still choose Garden Vista.
Yeah. So of course, I mean KAP still works, but because of the massive amount of 1 and 2 bedrooms, it becomes a sense that people will just, because investors have the investor, you cannot expect them to give you a very high profit one.
Correct.
So the price they will push down. It becomes like when all these bigger bedroom types, right, all your PSF will be affected. Whereas in Garden Vista, most of these are actually the bigger bedroom types. And when they go, you realize they tend to meet more emotional buyers.
Correct.
And that is where you get to see more of the prices moving as well.
Yeah. So similarly, I feel Sen actually has very similar attributes. We only have 10 units of 1-beders.
No.
Yeah, so still a good mix of 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and also 4 bedrooms. So that will really what will help to at least protect your price in the resale market in the future.
When you want to exit.
Yes, correct.
Okay, this one. Done.
Yes. So
We have come to the end of our video. In conclusion, if you're looking to buy the Sen, I think it will be something that is very own stay driven.
correct. Yes.
If you're looking for a home that's very near the greeneries, with very, very good layout, and you know you have very strong support prices from the neighboring, right? I think the Sen is the way to go.
Correct. Yes.
Especially given their starting price, we know that developers are quite conservative today, and that will definitely give us a lot more advantage during the price part.
Right. I feel even the finishes. So come down to the SHOWFLAT and have a look. Our preview is likely going to start on 31st October. Yes. Come on down. You actually see that developers put a lot of thought into all the little details in the SHOWFLAT. They actually even give you like rain shower, even in the common bedrooms, the common bathrooms, which is very rare now. Good center stone countertops, all that. So it's a little bit of the extra mile that they went to make it more long-term livability.
They really make it into a very detailed, very homestay kind of vibe. It's not just like not say cannot do investment, definitely can. It's just that I think this, when you see this, you're like, hey, I can imagine staying here. I think this is a feeling they're trying to drive across.
I feel actually even better for investors, because I feel that means this entire area, right, since it's more own stay demand, it means that there will be very little supply when you want to exit. So then as an investor, then you might probably be the only or the handful of units that are selling, because the rest of them are actually buying to move in and to stay.
So your supply also is lower.
Correct. Yes.
I think it's not bad. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for today. And of course, if you have any questions or any, you need to take a look at the SHOWFLAT, need to book a SHOWFLAT appointment, please let us know. We'll be happy to be communicating and serving you guys.
Yes.
Okay, if not, that will be all for today. Thank you and see you all soon. Bye.